Mindful Life Practice community.
All right, so we are here for our Vin and Yin practice, which is one of my favorite classes of the week, always has been. And we're gonna start our practice on our back in a butterfly pose. You can bring your soles of feet together and then just let your arms lift up overhead and grip opposite elbows. And so for a lot of us all around the world, March is kind of the end of winter and the start of spring. Even if it feels quite chilly right now still. It's starting to become the beginning of spring. And spring is all about bringing growth. Right? There is a warmth of nature, and seeds are trying to break through their shells. Flowers begin to blossom. Right? And it might even feel like we're trying to break through difficult obstacles in our lives and maybe even move towards a brighter version of ourselves. So your intention today might just be, I am open to growth. I am open to this journey. Or anything else that kind of inspires or resonates with you. And now let's just leave our left leg exactly where it is. So in this half butterfly, and lift your right leg up, and you're just gonna hook onto your right toes. It's like you're coming into a half happy baby. And then cross your right ankle onto your left thigh, lift your left leg up. And then can you thread your arms through, interlacing them on the left thigh or the left shin, coming into your half, thread the needle. And then land your left foot, land your right foot, and then let's take it the other way. So hook your fingertips around your left big toe, open your right knee over to the right. And then cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Pull your right knee in, interlacing the palms on the thigh or the shin. Just holding there in that thread the needle. I'm gonna play a little bit of music. Feels like the mood. I'm happy to say that my work computer is still working. Let's just release the foot. And then can you take the knees into the chest and give your body a little bit of a hug? So for those of you that don't know what Emirati kids are like, they're a little bit crazy. I say that in the most loving way. A little bit defiant. Take one more breath. And then you're just gonna rock your way up. Eventually you're gonna rock over to a tabletop. Anyway, I teach this Emirati girl who is so cute, yoga. She's 13. She has these little toddler siblings, and they turned on their garden hose and then started pouring it into my bag yesterday while I was teaching her private yoga. I'm not kidding. The parents and the nannies didn't say anything. Anyway, I was quite worried that my computer wouldn't be working. I told Yasser this morning, but it's working, so it's all good. Let's tilt at the pelvis, lift the chin, arch the back, and then curl up the spine. And it's so funny, these are the types of things, you know, when you're an expat and you move around the world and you experience different cultures, you think, you know, why is this so different from the way I am? And I was thinking that as it was happening yesterday, how I've just had this complete acceptance of this culture I've moved into. This is just the way it is. Right? And there's not necessarily right or wrong. I think one of the admirable things about this culture is that the parents are often leaving the children to foster independence and kind of problem solve independently. When I first moved here, I don't know if I saw it that way. And I guess that's a marker of growth. Let's realign our spine, lengthen through our right leg, and then extend through our left arm, and then we're gonna tap our knee to our elbows. So in spring, nature it's calling for creation, right? Energy rests during winter. And when spring arises, there's growth. There's changes, there's goals, there's productivity. It's a time to bring to life our vision and set our goals. Just do one more elbow tap to knee and then extend your arm, extend your leg. How would it feel to kick your foot back? Grab hold of your ankle. Nice. Little bit of a back bend. Be gentle with yourself. I know for some of you it's early in the morning. And if this is too much, just let it go. Can we release the left palm, release the right foot? Land your left palm, take your left toes off the side of the mat. Take a big inhale, reach your right arm up. Good. And then maybe, yeah, you got it. Maybe you take one more back bend. You're gonna kick your right foot back to meet your right hand. Similar, but different. Good, and now extend the arm, extend the leg. Land your right foot, lift up. Reverse your warrior. Lift your left arm back towards your leg behind you. And then slowly unwind through the palms. Come back to your table, and then let's go the opposite way. So left leg extends, right arm extends, and then can you connect your elbow to meet your knee, and then extend. using your navel drawing in to support you. And then do one more, extending the arm, extending the leg. Now, can you kick the left foot back? Grab hold of the left foot with the right palm, opening up through your heart. Good, release the palm, release the foot. Land your right palm, take your left toes, your right toes off the side of the mat, lift your left arm up. And then can you kick your left foot back? Grab hold of the foot. Open through the spine. Good, release the foot, release the hand. Land your left foot, lift up. Reverse your warrior. And then can you unwind the palms? Come all the way back. Good, tuck your toes, lift up and back to down dog. You can let your head hang heavy between your arms. And then lift your right leg up. Draw the right knee in, step the right foot between your palms. Nice, come all the way up into a crescent lunge. And then open up to a warrior two. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior, left palm onto your left thigh. And then take your right palm forward, so right elbow onto the right thigh. Good. And then either stay here or extend your right arm up like you're holding onto this beach ball. Good, you got it. Core is engaged, leg is engaged, you're strong. You're capable. Good, press through the feet, lift up. Extend through your right leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the side wall. Interlace your palms behind your sacrum, breathe your body, and then come forward with your arms extended overhead. And then press through the feet, lift up. Good, turn your right toes to the front of the mat. Can you take a big step in with your left foot? So now your hips are framed towards the front of the mat, and then you inhale both arms up towards the sky. Good, reach your arms forward, and then let your arms dangle, framing the right foot. Good. And then how would it feel to leave your left palm and then reach your right arm up towards the sky? This is called revolved triangle. And if it feels like a big reach, you can prop up your left palm with a block. Doesn't have to be all the way on the mat. Good. Yeah, being mindful of how your spine is reacting to this. Taking one more breath. Good, let's revolve the right palm back down, bend through your right knee, lift up. Arms up towards the sky. Open your arms into cactus arms. Weave your right arm underneath the left. Either grip opposite shoulders or high five the hands together. And then let's trust that the right foot will hold you as you extend your left leg behind you, find your balance. Beautiful. Come all the way up. Cross your left leg on top of your right. Sit back, find your eagle, your Garudasana. And I love vines, and I say this metaphor all the time about them being a reflection of real life, right? You tie yourself up into commitments or beliefs, and it's when you finally break through them, it's when you find freedom. So let's imagine we're like this little seed underneath the ground, and then it's finally breaking out of its shell and blossoming. And when you feel that break out, you're going to breathe in and lift all the way up and land your foot. And then just keep your arms lifted overhead. You are blossoming, you're becoming. Sometimes it has to get a whole lot harder before it gets easier. But the brighter days are coming. Take your palms into heart center, knowing that you're headed in the right direction. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, breathe your body. Exhale, sigh it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower your palms down, step your feet back, find your body into a plank. We're gonna stay strong in our plank. You've got it. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Journey your body through a flow, lowering down, lifting through your heart, arriving in your down dog. Stepping your feet in and just breathing here. Lift your left leg up. Pull your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Lift all the way up and open to a warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, landing your right palm, lifting your left arm behind you, and then land the left elbow. Reach your right arm overhead. My music is on shuffle, and I want it to not be on shuffle. There. This is what I want. I don't want techno music. That's not what we're here for. Reach your arm up like you're holding this beach ball, staying strong. For 3. Good. 2. Good. And then 1. Lift all the way up. Lengthen through your left leg. Turn all 10 toes to the side wall. Interlace your palms. Lift your heart. And then hinge your body forward. And then just breathe. Blood flow to the brain. Take 1 more breath. Press through the feet, lift all the way up. Release your grip. Turn your left toes to the front of the mat. Take a big step in with your right foot. So your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. Your feet are a bit wide. Lift your arms up. Reach your arms forward like you're pulling towards the screen. You're reaching out for a big hug, which is illegal. And then let your hands dangle. And then if you want to, you're gonna spiral into a twist. You're gonna leave your right palm, lift your left arm up. See how that feels. Opening your heart. If you want to use a block, go for it. Good. Linger with that for 3, for 2. And then on 1, just land your left palm. Bend through your left knee. Lift all the way up. Open through your arms. Wrap your left arm underneath the right. Weave your arms together. Take your eagle. And then trust that your left foot will hold you. Lift up first to a warrior 3 with this bind. And if the bind is complicating things too much, then just forget about it. These variations are simply there to give you a new way of looking at things. That's it. Good. When you're ready, tilting all the way up and then attaching your right thigh on top of your left and sit back eagle. Visualize yourself getting really uncomfortable. There's this quote I love. It says, "The risk to remain tight in the bud became more painful than the risk it took to blossom." And I want you to feel that uncomfortableness of being tight in the bud. And then feel the clarity and contrast when you lift up and anchor your foot and sweep your arms upward, and then just feel the energy of growth. Bring your palms at your heart, thumbs to your chest. Being here now. Lift your arms up. Hinge your body forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant your palms, step back. Stay strong in your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, and then 1, take a vinyasa, lowering down, lifting your heart, coming all the way up and back to your down dog. And I want to give you a free choice to do whichever back bend you feel like before we drop into our yin. So if you want to join me through camel, you can. You can also take dancers. You can also take wheel. I'm going to guide you through camel pose. So give yourself about 10 breaths wherever you go. We're going to push our palms onto the back of our sacrum, shift our hips forward. And then if it feels comfortable for you to reach one hand back and then the next, go for it, keeping your chin tucked. Take one more breath. Come all the way up. Sit your hips back on your heels. Just give your body a moment in neutral. And then we're going to peel our palms forward and rest our forehead. Come into our child's pose. And this child's pose marks our transition. Our transition from our Vin to our Yin. So in traditional Chinese medicine, the organs associated with spring are the liver and the gallbladder. The liver stores the blood and softens our chi so we don't become too tense and too restless. And when these organs are working together, we just become rooted and strong. So we're going to target the inner leg and the groins through this practice, the yin side of the legs. So just pull your way up, coming up into a table. And then let's come into our sleeping swan, so our pigeon pose. So you're gonna pull your right shin across the width of the mat and then wiggle your left knee back. If you wanna prop yourself up with a pillow or a block, go ahead. I think everyone here is comfortable with a regular swan or knows the appropriate variation if you're not. Just let me know if you have any knee pain. And if you're okay here, you're gonna bring your body forward, resting onto your elbows, maybe even propping up your forehead. We get our timers going. These timers, which you guys know I have borrowed from my classroom. My students at school have noticed. I mean, I just love the purpose they serve this yin practice, so. I'm pretending I don't know where they went. So the liver stores our blood. It guides the chi through our body. And within the energy of the liver, that lies our vision for our lives and the directions that we have to take. The liver relates to the feelings of anger and frustration. And resentment. But these emotions also clear us out and can inspire our creativity. Take a few more breaths. And come all the way up. Stretching out in any way that makes sense for you. And then we'll carry on with the opposite side when you're ready. Coming up to your down dog if you want, and then just pulling your left leg across. Good, taking your knee back. And then just snuggling your way down into this shape. So the gallbladder is a small pear-shaped organ. It's right below the liver, and it stores the bile that's produced by the liver. And the ability to feel supported when you're making decisions, it's stored in the energy of the gallbladder. Helps us decide between our options. Gives us courage to make choices and decisions that are best for us. And indecisiveness and being easily discouraged, these are signs of a weak gallbladder. So the liver is sometimes seen as the general, and the gallbladder is like the right-hand helper. In all the critical decisions. From the smooth flow of the blood to the ability to digest our food and our emotions. Stay for a few more breaths. Nice, and then we're gonna come all the way up. And you can just roll onto the left hip and then swing the leg around. The next pose that we're gonna take is a half butterfly, but with a lateral side bend. So you're gonna extend your right leg out to the side. Bring your left sole of foot to the inside of the right leg. And then you might have your pillow or a block. And what you're gonna do is land your right elbow and then lift your left arm over to the side. Yeah, you got it. Nice. So this pose targets the gallbladder. And I'll flip our timer to get us going. So Pablo Neruda wrote, "You can cut all the flowers, but you can't keep spring from coming." What do you want to see flourish and grow? So the element of spring is the wood element. And wood people can be creative and confident. If the wood person is in balance, they seek growth, expansion, leadership. Displaying flexibility. Having a positive outlook on life. Can you just take a few more breaths? Nice work. If you're tired, it's almost done. Come all the way up. And then let's switch the other way. So right foot goes to the inside of the left leg. The pillow can be on the side of the left leg. Landing your left arm and then sweeping your right arm overhead. And know that you can put this arm down at any point. If you're over it, it's okay. So when you're out of balance, a wood element person might be irritable, frustrated, experiencing anger. really stuck and held down, or having life plans thwarted continuously. Just so frustrating when you want to change and grow. I think for any plant to grow well, you have to think about its environment. Right, what are you feeding this plant to help it grow? What are you feeding to help it stay healthy? Like the soil that plants are in, the health of our minds depends on what we feed it. Set clear goals, find our purpose, to progress on our spiritual path. We have to overlay the more persistent weeds of confusion and doubt, frustration, irritability. With clarity and focus and perseverance. Just take a few more breaths. We're almost done. And then come all the way up. All right, we're gonna do one more yin pose. You think it's over, but just one more. And then we're gonna shavasana, okay? So you're gonna extend your legs. This is my least favorite yin pose of all time. Extend your legs wide. Lengthen up through your heart. Start to walk your hands forward. And then you can anchor your elbows on a cushion or a block. We're gonna be here for probably 2 minutes, not quite 3. I invite you to think about here in this last pose before we end our practice. When you're faced with an obstacle, how can you look clearly at all the options and gain perspective first? How can you make plans and decisions that are going to further your purpose and your goals in life? Are you able to balance your mood and your energy? how can you adapt to what's going on to you? How can you be flexible with what's going on around you? Take a few more breaths. And then just come all the way up. And then just bring your legs into cross. Giving yourself one little moment in neutral. And then for the last 5 or so minutes of our practice, if you want to stay in seated meditation, stay. If you want to go back into your Shavasana, maybe even take your child's pose or a butterfly or legs up the wall. I am so open to you listening to your inner teacher and seeing what you need and then giving yourself that. Except if it's a headstand. My first yoga teacher training manual, I'll never forget this, on the cover page, it said Om Namo Guru Dev. Om Namo Guru Dev. And what that means is I honor the divine teacher that resides within each one of us. Right, a lot of us spend their lives idolizing a guru. The guru is you. You are your own guru. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Give your fingers and toes a wake up wiggle. Running a stretch through the body. Curling your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice little hug. This never happens to me that I end a minute or two late, but I was just so into our relaxing. So if you have to go, I will not be offended if you leave. Had a very important teacher in my life who taught us the importance of punctuality. I'm gonna come up to a seated shape. I'll never forget him going on a rant about how, we have to end our classes on time or else it's asteya, which is stealing people's time. And then he accidentally kept us like 45 minutes late the next day, not on purpose. It was because he forgot his glasses and he couldn't read the clock. Anyway, I'll never ever forget that. This is my teacher, Rolf, who inspired my path and I admire very much. So anyway, all that is to say that if you have to leave, please leave. Let's close with our intention. It's an ancient intention, but it is the original intention that was passed from the heart of my teacher, Rolf, and I pass it to you. And it's that our practice remain a steady, constant source of light in our lives, and that we understand how this practice can serve and benefit not just us as our individuals, but as our collective society as a whole. And may all beings be happy and healthy and free. And may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So can we finish with an Om, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling to make the Om a breath in, breath out, breath in, Thank you so much for joining me, for sharing the space and the practice. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, yogis. Have a beautiful day.